I knew the cancellation was coming.
Yeah.
I was prepared for a cancellation. I'll be honest, because I'm human and I don't lie. I didn't expect it to come as hard as it did. I thought they might delete my account.
Yeah.
I didn't expect them to freeze 15 million pounds of banks. I didn't expect them to put a travel ban on me. I didn't expect like this kind of craziness. Since this whole cancellation and I've been walking around, etc., I have yet to have a single negative interaction with anybody. I think they failed. How am I censored? I'm the first person who's been canceled where it's absolutely monumentally failed. And I think there's a bunch of pressure behind the dam. I think a lot of people are pissed off at these people. But what holds people back from really speaking their mind is everyone's afraid of the cancellation. Once somebody like me proves cancellation doesn't work, and we put a crack in the dam, I think it's gonna break. I think a lot of people are gonna sit there and go, you know what, Tate got canceled, he's fine. Of course, some people's minds are designed for freedom and some people's aren't, but it's amazing when you're talking to the slave mind trying to get through to them. And it played out even in my cancellation. There are people who would sit and get furiously angry about the subject of me, saying I'm a bad person. And when you ask them one bad thing I've said, they don't know. How can you be angry about something and you don't even know why? Not a single female has come out and accused me of rape. Not a single female has come out and accused me of domestic violence. Not a single female has come out and said I had a negative interaction with Andrew, he was a mean person. In fact, if you were to put me up in terms of performance metrics against other people of my fame, I'm the least misogynistic man on the planet. And these fucking clowns sit here writing shit pretending I'm somehow evil because they're slave-minded. These people work for the Matrix. They're agents of the Matrix themselves. They don't truly understand what they're doing. They are programmed completely. And this last 3 years has shown how programmed people can be. People can literally throw away their common sense, throw away their observation skills, and sit there and just absorb programming and say, Andrew is bad, inflation is good. And they're just clowns. It's all clown world. It's absolute clown world. It's slave mind, and the slave mind is actually a dangerous thing. When I'm combating it, people think I'm combating it just for fun. No, the most heinous crimes in the history of humanity have been conducted by people who blindly obey governments. Blindly. If you're gonna sit there and be a dummy and blindly comply and be told to hate a certain race or hate a certain person or do a certain thing without thinking, that's how World War II happens. All these people who sit and say, I'm a good person and you're bad because I have my mask and I have my boosters and you're bad. No, I think, you don't. You're the bad people. History is full of people like you who don't fucking think, who do as they're told, and you're the ones who end up fucking murdering people, not people like me. Everyone likes to believe they would have resisted the Nazis. They're the ones who would have not done it. But then they're fucking told to mask up and bend over for the fucking dildo and they take it. It's garbage. Male, female, adult, child, everyone loves me. The people want me to take pictures with their kids, and the women come up and they say, we love everything you say about traditionally masculine men, and I've never even had the women hate me considering I'm this evil misogynist. Everybody likes me. But obviously there's a contingent of people who are strange in the world. But I speak my truth because I believe it's my job as a man to speak my truth. I don't do it to be liked. I speak it because I believe it. I'm always going to do that. And if public sentiment shifted and everyone decided to hate me, I would continue to say exactly what I'm saying because it's what I believe. I'm speaking for a large group of people who feel the same way I do. I haven't put a magic spell on the world. There's a large group of people who agree with what I say, and it hasn't been said before. And I'm out here saying it, so they're going to be fervent fans. And also, I feel like a lot of the people who are fans of mine and genuinely listen to my advice, their lives improve. And that's where you have this passionate response, because if you've become a Tate fan and in the last 2 years you start to really study stoicism and really go to the gym and get in good shape and get your finances right, etc., your life in real time has improved. So you're like, you're saying Tate's bad, he's made my life good, so I like it. So they're very passionate in their defense of me, which is fantastic. And then you obviously have the other side, the slave minds who obey anything they're told by the MSM, who've been told that I'm somehow evil. So they're passionate about disliking me. And that's their goal, right? Their goal is to soften everybody's brains and to delete one side of the argument. This is why I talk about the Matrix. People say, why do you talk about the Matrix all the time? And I say there are people who are living right now in a computer-controlled, computer-generated reality. If you believe everything you're watching on the news, you are believing a complete false version of reality. And the idea of that reality is to keep your brain occupied enough so that you'll continue to do a shit job for shit wages and pay your taxes until you die. That's exactly that's the plot of the Matrix movie. They're abusing your body and controlling your mind so that your body will sit there and do what they need it to do until you're no longer useful anymore. And that's exactly what's happening. And another question I get is people ask me why I'm so interested in this fight against the Matrix. And I try and explain to people that I believe this fight cannot be avoided. I think you're either combating the Matrix and fighting against the garbage they're telling you, or you're believing it. And if you believe it, then you end up fighting against yourself. You end up fighting against your own mind. You can't avoid the battle. If you're a full-grown man and you believe everything that's on the news, you're gonna end up fucking semi-depressed, divorced, miserable, broke. Like your life's shit anyway. There's no way to escape this fight. You're either buying their crap and fighting against your mind, or you're fighting against their crap. There's no other way to do it.